Going on a cruise. Good day, happy travelers. Seven Continents Travel Agency here today, talking about Royal Caribbean and excursions in the Dominican Republic, Puerto Plata. So if you're here for one of two reasons. One, you are booked on the cruise and you want to see what's available, kind of an overview. I've been here many times, done many of these excursions. They're fantastic. Or you're thinking about booking a cruise with Royal Caribbean and you kind of want to see what's available. Royal Caribbean doesn't just show you willy-nilly what's available until you book it, and then you're kind of out of luck. So on this video, we will cover the price. We will cover the time that it leaves, the duration that it's gone, sales, what's hot, and how to tell what's hot, what's limited availability. We'll also talk about height, weight, age requirements, and we'll go into it. Feel free to pause if you want to read some of the details. I'll go pretty quick just because there's a lot to cover in this amount of time. But if you want to go into waterfalls and go down some waterfalls, more importantly, right off the bat, this is a new option that was recently made available. And this cruise leaves November 10th. But these options that you're seeing here, while they are for Adventure of the Seas, any of the Royal Caribbean cruise ships, these would be the standard offerings, regardless of the cruise ship. Heck, as a matter of fact, been here with other cruise lines, and these are the other options as well. So 79 for adults, 69 for kids. Leaves at 8:30 and 9:30. It's a 4-hour jaunt. Highlights over here. The movie Jurassic Park was filmed there. If you don't believe me, it says it right there. So it must be true, and it probably is. Minimum age is 8. Maximum age is 79, and the maximum weight is 275. Other details, feel free to pause if you want to read them all, but it does come with some bottled water, no alcoholic beverages, and that's probably not a good idea to mix alcohol with an adrenaline waterfall excursion. I think for the money, this Ocean World in Puerto Plata is probably one of the best animal encounter excursions. Perhaps, I'm going to boldly say throughout the entire Caribbean. A lot of places offer it. Some places in Mexico, Grand Cayman, a lot of places offer it. This one gives you the most time, and it's on sale. This number fluctuates. You'll get an email saying, "Hey, up to this, up to 30%." So it's, last one we saw was 0%. 10, 15, 20 is pretty common. This one leaves at 7:30. You're gone for 5.5 hours, and it is just a blast. You'll get pictures. Bring cash or card to buy the pictures. I think it was $80 for our pictures. But here's some other details here. Do it at your own risk. You can rent a locker while you go and do there, and you'll see the dolphin encounter. There will also be other encounters that you'll see a little later. If you want to get away from the dolphins and just kind of lounge on the beach, this is the all-inclusive Coconut Beach. 84 for an adult, 59 for a kid. Leaves at 8 and is a 5-hour duration. And you pretty much hang out at beach, do the other items that are noted here, and there is an open bar included, food buffet. The ride is bumpy, and that is largely, I believe that to be collectively true of most roads outside the United States. Well, heck, even some of the roads in the United States can be bumpy from time to time. So we had the dolphin encounter. Now, do you want to do a dolphin swim and add lunch? So there's going to be a lot of combinations. Price will be adjusted accordingly. Again, wonderful. You just kind of hang on to the dorsal here. It takes you there. You get a picture of it. A lot of fun. Still the same amount of time there, 7:30. This one's adding some height and age and weight. 275 is the max weight. Minimum height 45 inches and 6 years old. Otherwise, you will have a good time doing that. I thought the food was okay when I was there. Monkey Land. There is a picture of me somewhere with a monkey on my head. This one's 5% off. I I enjoyed this probably more than I should have. But so you walk into this enclosure, and these guys have these silver plates, and these monkeys know that when you get stuff in your plate, that they should bombard you, and they'll jump from the trees onto your head to get there. It leaves at 8, 4.5 hours. Minimum age is 3. You can take. Here's some stuff here. Lockers are available. I would actually recommend a locker for this. Well, I suppose this could happen anytime. Somebody mistook our backpack for their backpack, and our passports and stuff were in there. So we were a little frightened. So we will probably get a backpack next time. But just be a word of note. I didn't see it necessarily documented in here. The monkeys, uh, well, they're not potty trained in a matter of speaking, and where they decide to go, uh, three people in our group of 25 were the designated bathrooms. So just note, just it's possible. There you go. If you're into an all-inclusive day pass at a beach resort, $109, half of that for a kid because most kids don't drink very much at all. Minimum age is 1, maximum age is 90. If you're 91, I'm sorry, this is not for you, but it includes everything that an all-inclusive resort would have. So if they serve, it's for you. You want to just get a little day in the life of Puerto Plata. How about this excursion? 69 for adult, 39s for kids, 6-hour excursion, leaving at 8, minimum age is 5, and you get to go and hang out and see what cigars are going on. How about some chocolate, and then some lunch and some rum. And so maybe not super exciting for kids, four cigars and rum, but hey, what are you going to do? This excursion was done by my parents. They just wanted to go around and see what Puerto Plata was all about. Get to go see some of these sites that are noted in the picture here. $50 for adults, 26 for kids, 3 hours, a little over 3 hours. No noted restrictions, but you do see some World Heritage sites, and you can take selfies. Let your friends know that you were having fun while they probably were not having as much fun as you. Authentic countryside experience. Now, I did a zip line tour out at this port, and what you see here is kind of what you see, and it is, eh, it's certainly worth it. 89 for an adult, 49 for kids, 6 hours long, leaves at 8, minimum age is 4, and you get to go up and see a cookie factory as well as other items noted here. Feel free to pause and read it in greater detail if this is for you. It includes a bottled lunch as well as some other details here. Feel free to hit pause. You can read them at your leisure. We'll continue on. Next up is the Ocean World Sea Lion Encounter. So you had the Dolphin Encounter. This is the Sea Lion Encounter, snorkeling with sharks and lunch. So this is, it's the same place, $200, 10% off, and it's a lot of fun. Here's the Ocean World Day Pass. This just gets you into the park, and they have shows throughout the park. You can like little stadiums. As a matter of fact, if you do like the encounters, some of the shows you are the center act. So when I did the sharks, sea lions, and dolphin encounter, people would go into the stadium, and all of us that are in the group playing with the animals, we were kind of the center stage, or certainly for the sea lions and certainly for the sharks. Then there's a different beach. You want to just go to a beach, escape, pretty reasonably priced, $43, $38.99, 4 hours. Minimum age is 2, maximum age is 300 pounds. This is not an all inclusive. That's why it's, get you to the beach, but you got to buy your own stuff as noted here. And there is some other details here. If you do go to the beach, just be mindful if you leave your stuff unattended on land. Sometimes stuff happens, so just be mindful. Puerto Plata, the City Explorer. You want to go just explore the city? $60, 32 for kids. Leaves at 8, leaves at 12:30. It's a 3-hour tour. Minimum age is 2, maximum weight is 300, and you can see a lot of the details, including Fort San Felipe, which is a Spanish fortress, and you can learn all about it. Pause if you want to read those details, but I am moving on to the next item, which is zip lining. Ta-da! So if you want to do the waterfalls and zip lining, you're going to be able to combine them here. 129. There is no sale. 119. I found it enjoyable. I did the zip lining, and it was a lot of fun. Maximum age is 275. Maximum age is 79. There is a lot of stairs. You're going up trees, and then you're going between tree and tree. And all I can say is I wasn't like super thrilled about it, but I have a 12-year-old, and he was like, "Hey, I really want to do this." And I was like, okay, then we are doing this. And we did it. It was fun. I enjoyed it. Actually, I think we're going back to this stop in November. So, are we going to do it again? You betcha. If you want to see the fort, different, they'll take you around, get you a cultural experience. This is for you. You want to see the mountain in Puerto Plata City. This is an excursion, $49, 29 for kids. Leaves at 9, 3.5 hours. Minimum age is 4. But you'll head on up to the Christ statue, and you'll be able to see the spectacular views. If you're a selfie person, then this is probably what you're. Well, this is probably for you. So you'll be up there. There's Christ, and he welcomes you to the top of the summit. You want to do the zip lining as a standalone, $64.99 is the zip lining. If you want to zip line down by the port, there's zip lining by the port, $83. You can head on down to the beach and get some lunch. You want to do the zip lining, buggies, and waterfalls, so drive around in some ATVs, zip lining, you can combine all that together. That's $200. You want to go on a cruise, go to the beach, and then go out snorkeling. This is for you. This is our first noted snorkeling excursion here. $88 per guest. Leaves at 8:30. Minimum age is 18. Maximum age is 75. Probably because this is one of the well, there's just you got to be 18 years old, and that's just the rules. So there's lots of beverages though. Lots of beverages. Just be careful interacting with animals. On to the next excursion. Want a kayak? You can, $90, and you'll go on a paddleboard and a kayak at a manatee reserve. So if you want to see a manatee, that is for you. Want to go look at some Puerto Plata's plants? Then for $70, 5% off, you can go do that. Want to go do a cooking experience? Let's take a look at the cooking experience here. $102, 5% off, leaves at 7:30 at 9, 5.5 hour excursion. Minimum age is 12, and you can go and cook, and then you can go hang out at Ocean World, which is probably the majority of the cost. Dominican Republic, like other places in the Caribbean, i.e. Jamaica, has some coffee, and there's sustainable coffee. So if you want to experience it, $83, $40 for kids, leaves at 8, 5 hours. So if you want your kid to drink some coffee, that would be fun for everybody. Here's some flowers and music. Here's the beach break in the city. So if you want to do the city and go to the beach, if you want to go to the zip line, ATV, and get away from the waterfall and go to the beach, this is for you. If you want to go around the Dominican Republic in an open air truck as opposed to an air conditioned truck, that is for you. Here's the waterfalls and then a beach. So instead of a waterfall and zip lining, you just do a waterfall and a beach. That's $102. Instead of driving around Puerto Plata, do you just want to walk? Well, you get a guided tour, $61, and you can walk around. Things that are sold out. Again, this cruise leaves in about a little under a month, about three weeks away. ATV and the beach is gone. Horse riding and swimming is gone. Hopefully not at the same time. The ATVs on a trail, that's sold out. And then going on a dune buggy and the beach is sold out. So that is what's available on this particular cruise. And again, it doesn't matter what ship you're on, Oasis, Odyssey, Adventure, Mariner, Serenity, Jewel, it doesn't matter. If it goes to this port, this is typically what's available. Worth noting, let's close and finish strong here. This is the week before Thanksgiving, and there's also another cruise that makes some stops here the week of Christmas and New Year's. If you're going during spring break, maybe during summer break. If you're going during a high peak volume, this is off peak, and we had some stuff sold out, right? And then there's like one spot left. If you're going during the holidays this year, next year, and you see something, and it's available, I would encourage you to get it, especially if it's something you know that you want to do. You can wait. I made this mistake on an Aruba excursion. I was like, oh, hey, man, I want to go do this, but I'll just wait. Well, ta-da, price went up, and then it sold out. So if the price is nice, it's 20-25% off, and it's available, and it's cabanas. If you're going in a place, then you're a cabana family. I'm not a cabana guy, but I will tell you this. There's only a handful of cabanas at some of these places, and they sell out fast. If not only because you're probably not the only cruise ship in town at this time. That's another reason maybe when these get sold out. Some of these ships are just really big. And, well, anyway, long story short, buy it. So that is Puerto Plata. If you are looking for to book this cruise, you can go to royalcaribbean.com. If you want to work with a travel agent, I know a guy who is a travel agent. He is me. I'm Seven Continents Travel. My name's Emerson. I'm this fella right here. I'd be happy to help you book travel arrangements. Even if you're like, hey, I just want to talk to you about travel. I don't want to book with you. Drop me a line. I enjoy talking travel. I just drink coffee and do this, and it's a lot of fun. So until the next video, I hope you travel safe.